Let's start with tell me something good. What is going on in your business, in your personal life? Tell me about your trips. Tell me about something good, right? It doesn't have to be real estate related. It could be something that has happened in your life that you'd like to share. I have 30 human beings on this call.
Hi, I'll go first.
Come on, Christina.
Yay. I did 5 open houses yesterday and 2 hours of live MLS training.
You think you think you could see it better? You think you know it better than you did when you started?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know anything with the MLS. Obviously, they don't teach you that in real estate school. So.
No, they don't teach you any of the functionality. But the MLS is an amazing tool. It's a necessary tool, but it's also, there's so many bells and whistles to it that they keep adding on. Some of them are incredibly useful. Some of them are, slightly irritating. But for the most part, it is a very, very evolved tool to search properties and comps and the more time spent on playing with it, the better, right? Good, Christina. Anybody else tell me something good? I'm going to let it just sit there for a minute. Somebody had something nice happen to them this week. Somebody opened a door for you. Anything, right? Come on. I want more for you guys. Tim, get on camera and show everybody your wonderful tan. Tim. We'll talk about the shift later, but our regional director was totally was like giggly on meeting Tim. So he was,
oh Christ!
She was. I've never seen her that giggly about telling a man he was so handsome before.
Who knew? Who knew? But Joey,
take it while you can, right?
She thought I looked like you, is what she said.
No, that's not true. She was
absolutely.
She felt bad for me. She tried to pull me into the conversation. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay, whatever.
Speaking of Tim, every time your commercial pops up, my son goes, "You know that guy?"
Oh, does he really? That's funny.
I love it.
Hold on. Time out.
Yeah.
What kind of TV is your son watching that he's seeing these commercials for medical commercials for people like over 50? What is he watching? The Financial News Network or something?
The Price is Right, man.
No, it's all over every channel. What are you talking about? I've seen it on like the Food Network.
Okay, well, okay, so he's watching the Food Network because they don't run it during the cartoons, I don't think.
No, he's past that.
Okay.
He goes, "Mom, you know that guy."
Love it.
Very funny.
All right, anybody else tell me something good? Mary, how did that engagement party go? It looked pretty extravagant to me. You're going to have to take your mic, turn your mic on there. There you go.
It went amazing. It was, she got proposed at her apartment that he lives with him. And she was surprised. She knew it's coming, but she didn't know it was going to be that day in the house. And she thought, Mama, I always thought that, okay, I know I'm going to get proposed one day. And I thought it was coming. It was close. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get proposed and I'm going to come to the house because she always wanted to come to our house with the parents. And I thought it was not a big deal, but she was so shocked at what he did. And she cried the whole time. She was like, he was very cute, the way he prepared. He wrote a poem for her. He brought a violinist for her, sang her favorite, played her favorite song. And it was amazing. My daughter just was so happy. And then they came to the house and then we had bread making. Armenian bread was being baked on the side from a special gadget that we have. And then Armenian Greek food was being made and all sorts of food. And people were happy. We had a reggae band. And so, yeah, in 5 days, I don't know how we got to get all that together. And then that's why after that, I got sick. I got my immune went down because I was running around so much.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's why I couldn't participate in this couple of meetings. I'm sorry. I was
That's
just.
all right. You feeling better, Mary?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope so.
It hit my asthma, so I had yeah, it went to my post nasal drip and all that. But I'm doing great right now. I'm amazing and sorry, very, very happy that I'm here.
Great.
And-
We're
So
happy to have
excited
you.
for you. Joey, I forgot to give a shout out about the diversity picnic.
Oh, let's talk about that. Me too.
Yes,
Oh,
let's talk about it.
wow. So fun, so bonding. It was so great to hear everybody's backgrounds, eat all that yummy food. We played some great funny games. It was
You
just
made
a
it
really
so
good
fun.
time. It was super good. And if you guys didn't make it, you have
We
another
learned a bunch of stuff.
next year.
It was so much fun, actually.
It was totally
And,
fun.
you guys,
It-
thank you, Tracy, Lorna, Val, Paula, Brian. for,
Joey.
No, I showed up, for making it all happen.
It was really
For the-
special.
Yeah, thanks for supporting us and wanting to do that. You know, it's
Yeah.
like we wanted to do something that made us all, you know, gave us all an opportunity to know each other on a little bit of a deeper level and to celebrate how diverse we all are. And so we have fun games doing that.
It was fun. It was, Lorna created a stack of questions, literally this thick.
So fun.
Thick of questions, and we battled. Two teams battled. It was close, 21-23.
It was really good. And you guys knew a lot of stuff. And I don't know
and
who,
we didn't know a lot of stuff. You went pretty deep.
but yeah, it was challenging. I don't know who made the video that Tracy and I both put on our Instagram and it's on the office Instagram. If it was Paola or Tati, I'm not sure who made it.
It could be Kirsty or Paul.
It was Kirsty.
Kirsty.
It was Kirsty. It was
Yeah.
Kirsty.
Christy.
If you guys want to get a taste of how fun it was, check out that video. It had me dying.
Also check out our new, Kirsty's been doing such a great job with Paula and Atate doing all of our social media. But we have a series coming out every Tuesday where some videos that I took. And
Oh, cool.
actually, I always have a problem looking at myself on video, but it was okay. It was acceptable.
It was
It
good.
was, it was really good. I loved it, Joey. It totally captures your essence.
It certainly does.
It did. It's It did. perfect. It was so fun.
That was great. So thank you, Kirsty, for making that work.
Yeah, thank you, Kirsty. Shout out.
Okay. All right, let's get this party started. Events this week. Dun, dun, dun. Mega camp on the 23rd, 24th. Who is going? Anybody?
I'm going, Joey.
Well, Rich, I will be there too. So I have to pass this through Brian, of course, but I believe we have one extra ticket, and we're somehow going to raffle that off. We're going to create some kind of opportunity to give that to someone who would like to attend. So keep that in the back of your minds. It's an amazing opportunity. If you're not going, then there's also a digital version of it that I think you will absolutely get your money's worth. I like to be there because I like the whole energy in the room kind of piece. And I actually like Austin and the prospect of spending a couple days in a hotel room with no one telling me what to watch or what to eat or when to do anything is really appealing to me, right? So I will be taking advantage of that, and in a responsible way. And but if you are not attending the event, I would encourage you to enroll in it as a digital attendee, and also we'll be running at least the major events. We'll be running them in the in the training room here at the office, and you can come in here and share that with someone in the office, right? So 23rd, 24th, 2 days with Gary, just fills you up. I can use a little Gary right now. Tate or Paula put the link there right in there for your tickets. Tiffany is going. Yes, she is. You're not going, Rachel? That's too bad. All right. Oh, somebody's got to hold down the fort, right? All right. Share your social media. It's you guys have been doing an amazing job. If you haven't seen our stories, I've seen a lot of your posts showing up in our stories. I saw Christina and Tracy in there. Keep doing it. Keep sharing it with us, right? We want to promote you and cross collateralize with the office, right? Creating a community in the social media forum. So send it on over.
Quick
Upcoming
question.
classes.
Can I ask you a quick question about social media?
Yes.
Our office participates in what? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Do you guys do Twitter as well? Because I tag you on Twitter, but I don't really see that much.
Twitter, no.
Okay.
No, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook is what we're focused on.
Perfect.
Not necessarily in that order. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
The morning show. I don't know what to tell you guys at this point. It is of an incredible value, and you will always walk away with a nugget, a feeling, some incentive, some motivation. I love it.
All that.
Thank you, Lorna and Tracy. It's really great.
Our pleasure. And thank you, Joey.
Yeah, I like I said, I get FOMO when I can't get on the call. Kirsty, I got Kirsty in my head now. Christy, where's the work at 8:30? Power hour from 9 to 10 actually, and then from 10 to 11:30 is the Ignite program. Every day, August 1st. Oh, it's restarted. I guess it restarted yesterday, right? Was that first?
August 1st.
Yep. Yep. Today is the 3rd. It restarted 2 days ago. Jump in. Doesn't matter. She has a couple of special events this month, doesn't she, Paula?
Yes, she is teaching 2 bonus classes this month.
All right. What do we got? Next is, yep, our tech classes. Print marketing tomorrow. Website 101 on Friday. DocuSign 101 on Monday, right? Command overview always on Tuesday, and consumer mobile app. Guys, I think the mobile app is an amazing tool that is incredibly underutilized. This is a mobile app for you, right? With your branding connected to your CRM. And your clients get access to everything. A national MLS. They can search for properties anywhere. All right. Promote it for your business. All right. Next is Rich has a broker's class today. Rich, teaching.
I do. I'm covering the COP, contingency of buyers, sale of buyer's property, and the seller's replacement property, purchase of replacement property.
Contingent on the sale of buyer's property and contingent on the sale of seller's property, basically. Yeah.
Oh, seller finding a property, yes.
Seller finding, identifying. So that's today between 4 and 5.
Yep.
Just so you guys know, we record these classes and they are recorded. Show up to the class, get the information, and the video library is a resource. Twice this week, I got the question fire hardening, and it wasn't until I got the question the second time that it popped into my head. Hey, Rich taught a class 2 weeks ago on that.
Right.
And I forward them to that video. The first one called you, Tiffany called you, which was great. But you have a 20-minute class that says it all, right? So use these as a resource. Okay, guys. All right. Education calendar, Tate, you want? I'm not Tate. Paula, you want to talk about that?
Yes. So this is the education calendar for August. I am going to be sharing this with you guys. I'm going to send in a MailChimp. This calendar is really great because it's a PDF. Once you click on the download button, you can download it to your computer. And once you open it in your computer, it has the links to every single class, every single meeting. So it's super easy to use. So yeah, all you have to do is download it to your computer, then click on the class that you want to join the day of the class, and it'll take you straight to that Zoom link. There's no registration needed or anything like that. So this is to make it easier for you guys. So yeah, I'm going to share with you, and if you can take advantage of it, that would be great. Also, if you have any feedback, anything that you would like for me to adjust, I am open to that, but just wanted to let you guys know about this resource as well.
That's amazing, Paula. So you can download this once a month. It's on your desktop, has all the hot links for every class. Where else does the calendar show up?
It's also in the master folder. So our Google Drive.
Google Drive.
If you guys can't find it in your emails, just go to the master folder on your Google Drive and you will find it as well.
All right. Thank you, Paula. Perfect. That's great. Download it once. All right. Andy, I know it's you. How you doing?
Wow, I came up faster than I thought I was. Sorry about that.
I'm on fire.
You are on fire. Not much to report. Well, I mean, a couple of things to report. I have I know I've mentioned it before, and I'm sure you've all heard about it, Homebot. I am doing a Homebot demo on September 6th at 10:30 a.m. This is going to be led by somebody at Homebot that's going to walk through all the tricks and goodies that Homebot has to offer. It's a great resource. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, any of these sites, whether it's certainly not Zillow, but if we're talking about places where people are getting their information, Zillow, Redfin, anything online to see what the value of their house is and so forth, none of it is 100% accurate. The Homebot platform and the information provided to your database and to your clients, it's an opportunity for engagement. It's an opportunity to open the conversation. Whether they get their monthly home report and the value is completely off because they've remodeled, or somebody had a sale within a family member or something that brought down the price. Whatever the situation is, it's an opportunity for conversation. And I will tell you that I recently started with it. Lorna and Tracy and I have teamed up. I can add agents to my membership, which gives agents added access and added benefits to the home reports that go out. Mm-hmm. It doesn't give me access to their database, but it adds in some extra bonuses if you're linked in with a lender. Anyway, long story short, lots of responses. People love it. I had a client that I closed a couple years ago. I did his refinance last year. He got his home report, and he sent me an email. He goes, "I love this. I'm thinking about buying an investment property in the next couple of months. I'm going to circle back for my loan." Great opportunity just for conversation. I am doing this demo on September 6th. I will send the information out along with the Zoom link. It's September 6th at 10:30. Anybody is welcome. I'm not going to give any sort of pricing because I'm not well versed in what agent pricing is on it, but it's definitely food for thought. It's a great way to just get in front of people. It's all about consistency.
Andy, I would just say, you know, to all of you guys, there are so many things coming at us. Buy this, do that, get that. This is really effective. It's really something you should look into. At least go to this seminar that Andy's doing, this introduction, and consider it, because, you know, there's so much out there. It's hard to weed out the junk from stuff that's really effective. And this is really effective. I mean, our database is connecting with us about their home values, about where they're thinking about making purchases. It's really, really great.
It's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be just a financial literacy tool for homeowners and potential buyers. You can plug in your potential buyer database as well, and you can plug in specific zip codes of where they're interested in looking. It'll show real-time data in terms of comps and things like that. There's a mortgage calculator in there. It's got tools where, you know, if you apply an extra $200 a month to your mortgage, what does that look like in terms of time on your loan? And it's got even a short-term rental estimate on what you could short-term rent your house for. So anyway, it's a great tool for engagement. I'll send out the link, and whoever wants to join, let me know. Maybe we do an Eventbrite for it, just so that I can get a head count on it. And beyond that, in the news, the feds are expected to raise rates another 150 basis points, which is 1.5% before the end of the year. That would take us anywhere between 3.75 and 4% for the Fed fund rate. Remember though, this is the tool in their toolbox to get inflation under control. And inflation numbers, you know, as they come out, they're about a month behind in terms of how they're coming out. So we're not going to see real impact on inflation numbers until we get further down the road, until we get into Q4. And as we start comparing Q4 of last year to Q4 of this year, or Q3 of this year to Q3 of last year, that's when we'll really start to see the impact. Remember though, this is historically very beneficial and very good for mortgage rates. In the last week, since the Fed increased 0.75% last week, we saw about a quarter drop in interest rates. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're relaying that information to your clients. Really, really important. Everybody thinks that, you know, of course, interest rates are going up and the sky is falling, and that means that, you know, mortgage rates are going to be 7.5%. That's not the case. So that's it.
Yes. Thank you, Andy. Yeah. It's important to understand that the Fed, when the Fed raises the lending rate between the federal government and the banks, it doesn't always directly tie into an increase in lending rates between consumers and the banks, right?
Correct. What drives mortgage rates is inflation. It's not the Fed fund rate, it's inflation. As they get inflation under control, we will see a break and some relief in mortgage rates.
Yeah, and I think there's some slowing of it, right? I mean, for the first half of the year, you know, it was like a wild horse just running, and they keep trying to grab the reins, pull back, right? And it is showing signs of slowing down a little bit, right? Inflation, no?
Yeah, a little bit. You know,
a little bit.
It depends who.
Like it's having an effect.
Yeah. But you know, again, we're comparing year over year numbers, and so as we move further along, we're gonna see true impact. So, and as always, I'm happy to be a resource. I'm here, happy to answer questions. I'm happy to do, you know, seminars, whatever.
Answer questions. Thank you, Andy. You're the best. You're the best. Raha, I don't know.
Hello.
Look at you, girl. How you doing, Raha?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hope everyone's doing well. As we've spoken about before, a lot of disclosure forms have been updated this summer. Please make sure that you guys are using the most current forms. An important one to pay attention to is the fire hardening disclosure. The most recent date it was updated was June of this year. I still see a lot of agents providing the old form as part of their seller disclosures. So please, once you get that, make sure that you request that they provide you with the most recent form, as it contains more information that's required and good for your buyer to know.
Raha, to that point, when they initiate a new form, they take the old form away, right?
Right. You can't find it in your car library, but you know,
So
sometimes you have agents where they've saved templates or they have that form to easily access, and then they use an old form. So that way, you know, make sure that you check your car library. Those are always updated. They don't automatically update if you have an old folder. So you have to make sure that you see that. And how you see that is on the sidebar when you're adding the form, you can see in parentheses where it says the month and the year. And then you just double check it with the top of your form where it says the name and then it says the most recent date. And then you can check both. But a lot of agents, you know, still are using old forms. So just make sure that they provide you with the most recent ones, and that you provide the most recent ones to your potential buyers or agents.
Excellent. Thank you, Raha.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That's coming up more and more. Like I said, I got it twice this week. Ben, how are you doing?
Hey, Joe. Good, Joey. How are you? How are you guys? Happy August. Cannot believe we're already in August. Can you imagine? Oh, geez.
Think about it.
I know. It's, you know, kids are almost back in school, and it's just, the year has just gone by so fast. Just real quickly, wanted to plug again, Homebot. Thanks for bringing that up, Andy. Now, another quick, easy, cheap method too, just so you guys realize that, remember, we have access to emails and they're only 7 cents a record. If you're gonna farm, if you're gonna live in a neighborhood and you wanna get people around your neighborhood, buy those email addresses and set up that Homebot with it. Like Andy was talking about, it gives you a whole financial picture of if they sell, if they buy, if they were to buy a rental, if they were to refinance, it spells it all out for you. And every click, every engagement that you do with Homebot, you, the real estate agent, gets a notification. So you kind of track that and see what they're doing. So just keep that in mind. Happy to provide those and help you guys with that information once we get there. And then real quickly, the big news that came out this weekend was Open Door. I'm sure you guys heard Open Door has been fined $62 million by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, regarding deceptive marketing practices. So that's a conversation for you guys to go out and speak to your clients if you guys have been getting pushback from you know, sellers that oh, I'd rather just sell it to Open Door or Zillow or whatnot. It doesn't work. They actually charge you more money. Yeah, they actually charge you more money to utilize, you know, their platform and their, you know, get their quick access system, and it doesn't help. So keep that conversation going to help. You know, real estate agents are still necessary in this business. We need to engage. We need to find the correct comps. We need to find the correct sales, the correct information. A computer does not see the travertine floors or the you know, the redone windows and so on and so on. So those are issues that real estate agents are still very necessary in the sale. But yeah, other than that, that's it for me. Any questions?
Great. And then to your point, it's a natural lead into a conversation that I wanted to have. You know, I took the shift this last week, right? And you know, and it was very compelling. James Shaw is, you know, he's hilarious, he's engaged guy, and one of the many things I took away from it was the necessity to, you know, as we've talked in this meeting before, going over the shift class, and we will pick that up again next week. We've talked about looking at yourself looking at your goals, looking at your plan, looking at your infrastructure, looking at your leverage. And in that, you want to make sure that all of that information that you're gathering about the market today, that it is reflected in your communications with your clients, right? And those communications are emails and social media and text, that you are resonating the information that is relevant to today's market. Okay, that should also, you should review your listing presentation and your buyer's consultation to adapt to this market and the conversations and narratives that are happening in this market specific to, right? It's very, very important that that you be perceived as to have mastery of understanding of business and how to get the best out of it today, because every market has there's an opportunity in every market, right? Don't think that because oh well, interest rates are high and prices are high, like that's just another opportunity, right? For someone, just have to we have to weed through that. We need to, by you espousing that narrative, putting that narrative out there in the universe, you're going to get people who are who that resonates with and who have a need to buy and sell real estate in this market today. Well, right. So look at your marketing and all of your presentations, and make sure that they're reflecting today's market. Right?
Can I also jump in here too? We're obviously having the same conversation on my end of the business as well, right? And competitors in lending are laying people off, or they're closing doors. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of transition and movement going on. Of course, a lot of chatter. There's also a huge focus on the opportunity, because, you know, it's been crazy for the last couple of years, and now all of a sudden there's sort of this pause, and there's a lot of people sleeping at the wheel. There's a lot of people that are like, you know, I'm gonna go and run my errands today, instead of staying on track and staying on focus and doing what needs to be done to see the harvest down the road, you know, and waiting for the next round or the next wave of business. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that a lot of agents are not getting up every day and dialing for dollars.
The herd will thin. The statistic was, oh God, I'm going to mess it up, so I won't even. It was that you know, such a large percentage of the agent body didn't experience 2008. They came in around 2010, right, when the market was starting to pop up. And so you have, like, you know, 60% of the agents out there in the universe, they don't know what a down market looks like. And the first sign of challenge, they, like to Andy's point, is they just, you know, they freeze, right? It's like, what animal freezes? Is it a raccoon when they get caught? Like, or a possum? I don't know.
Possum.
Yeah. That's so the you know, so the expression goes, you know, and so, you know, you have, I'm creating a different narrative here, and it's a true narrative that it's much more nuanced conversation than interest rates go up and valuations are at the highest they've been, and, you know, and that's the end of the conversation. Absolutely not. There is a market for there's an opportunity for your clients. You just have to be able to articulate it and to find it and to serve it up to them in a package, right? It's numbers. Andy can help with that. Ben can help with that. I can help with that. That's what we're here to do, is to get your client what they want. We don't want to rip anybody off, right? That doesn't help any of us. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Ben. Does Rich have a little, Mary Kay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Hi, everybody. With this market that we're all talking about, what I do, we've been doing this since 1994. So we've gone through those ups and downs many times. And when what we had was not that realistic, that 2 years that we had. So we didn't work as hard. We worked, but we didn't work as hard. We didn't send flyers. We didn't just go crazy about marketing, knocking doors or cold calling, because the business was coming. Even me, the business was coming. I couldn't even go to too many Zoom meetings because there was so much business coming that I didn't know how I'm gonna, I didn't have enough inspectors, meaning I have 7 inspectors, but I need to hire to do that. So we sort of kicked back a little bit. I was enjoying even that little bit of a wave that I, even though I love taking food, I love what I do, but it was just a little bit of a kickback. I think we have to get up on that laziness that we went to, myself also. Not that I didn't work, I did, but it was easier. So now it's back to normal, where our market has been always like this, like working harder, calling people, doing all that stuff. So I think real estate is back to its normal, where we have to do what we have to do for our business, for my inspections too.
Absolutely.
Doing more meetings, talking to more people, calling. That's what you always done. These 2 years was a little bit of yes, we worked hard, but we didn't do too much of marketing. True or no?
One of the things that COVID really taught, one of the things came out of COVID was, after the initial shock of it all, we saw there was a way forward, right? People were still needing to buy and sell real estate. And in that, but that like 2-3 weeks, month, that first, shutdown, there was the time to think about, how can I be of value to the people that I know and who know me? And in that, I pushed all of our agents to do care calls, right? Just call and see how everybody's doing. Just text them and check in. This is another opportunity for you to do something like that. The value of doing that and just building your relationships and how can I help was, I think a lot of you saw a lot of benefit from that, right? And so this is not that you should have ever stopped doing it, but this is another time to just reconnect and re-engage and come from a place of contribution. How can I help you today? What do you need? Just like, what do you need? Like how, I always say this, I'm sorry for being repetitive, but if you help someone get what they want, they will absolutely help you get what you want, right? So pour into others. It's an opportunity right now, right?
Yeah, what we did is we took food. Michael's place closed down altogether. So what he did is that, I don't know if you guys saw the posts, but we fed 4,000 families where they were the ones who had cancer, the ones who had Alzheimer's, the ones who could not get out of the house, people who could not drive, older people. And that was like the best satisfaction that we had. And also we got more recognition because it was like, we didn't talk about us, but they knew 4,000 more people talked about us. So, and we helped all those people. So was the best pleasure. And I think we can still do that, just ask them how they're doing. Absolutely. We don't have to have COVID for that. So, I mean, for me, that was me when I was thinking about, when I was talking to my husband, I said, I know it went down. We bought our house in Fresno, 19%, and in 1983. So it's like 5-6 for me. I think it's not something that we should give up. It's a good rate. They can do a buy down, they can do adjustable rates. There are so much stuff. One of my realtors was saying, they called me for an inspection. I said, you know what, I'm so excited. We wrote a little bit of a higher offer and asked them to give us, credit to its closing. And we have a great rate. So, yeah.
Great job, Mary. Thank you so much.
And with inspections, I just want to please remind you, if your client wants to go on their own, I'm going to post my website there. Please forward our website to them. because we got a couple of phone calls recently that they wanted us to go do inspection after close of escrow. I guess they went on their own. They chose an inspection company. I guess they screwed up or whatever. And now they're saying, I don't have any money to fix problems. So they wanted to know how major the problems were. And they were blaming the realtor. Even though the realtor had nothing to do, they went on their own. So please send them our website if they decide to go on their own. It's an educational website. It will teach them all about qualifications, all about what we do, CC it to you. You'll have a tool at least to prove that you did try to educate them about hiring the best inspector. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
day, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. The Larchmont, David. How are you doing today, David?
Doing great, Joey. Hi, folks. Just another follow-up on the same discussion. Even though it seems like the interest rates are high right now, the market has kind of come to a stop. 2000 was, as Joey said, 2008 was a disaster, but we also had another disaster in 85, 86. We were paying interest rates. Clients were paying interest rates of 16, 17, 18%. This market is not a bad market, so don't let that get you down. It's been a lot worse in the past. The market is still moving. And real quick, I've received a lot of emails and phone calls from agents that wanted one-on-one classes, escrow classes. Not a problem. If that's the situation, feel free to give me a holler, and I have no problem doing that.
I think we
and that said,
create a larger bucket than one-on-one, but
well, no. I have no problem doing the monthly or bi-monthly classes, but some agents, are, if they're new, they might be a little skittish. So I have no problem doing that either, is what I'm saying.
Very sweet, David. All right. Thank you, David.
You got it.
Yeah, knowing, for agents who have not been through been through a shift in the market, it's incredibly survivable, right? It's not the end of the world. It's just a new day with a new challenge. Guess what? You're not going to have 20 offers on a property. You're not going to have to compete. Your buyer will not have to compete with 20, 30 offers, 60 offers in this new market. There's the upside, right? You can there will be less competition, right? But there will still be competition, right? Right. What's next? We have birthdays. Oh, meet Zoe. Zoe's right there. Say hi, Zoe. And Ivana Sanchez. I don't know if Ivana is on here. Everybody say hi to Zoe. Welcome her to our little special club here. Welcome, you guys. All right. Next we have birthdays. There you go. Tomorrow is Alfreda Lee Goodwin's and Liseth Cannell's. And then we move on to Alexandra Dion, Alex, Sean Moore, Kevin Chang, Alan Antoine, and Stefan coming up at the end. All right. Happy birthday, you guys. I love to see these packed in circles, right? Closed escrows, Heidi, Angela, Esther Kim, Barentine Group, Josephine McReynolds, Stephen Champ, Russell Roney and An, Bates Hennington, Dayoung Her, Kaylin Penna, not her first, maybe close. Sharon Bostomsky, another one, Newcastle, excellent. Byron, Christina Kim has two there. Congratulations, Christina. Nina Chia, and the LA group all have closings this week. Good. I wonder why Brian's been so quiet this week. He's been packed with processing deals. Great job, guys. Got new escrows. Congratulations, Alex. I see you. New escrows. Maybe. Josh Mendoza. Alex, you got another one. Congratulations. Tiffany Chin. Bates Hennington. Woodward Team, Dayoung Her, the Barentine Group, Pete Bonacore, Anna Lee, Laura Anderson, and Michelle Mena all have new escrows this week. Congratulations, guys.
Oh, I think I updated this a little bit after Tati started. Christina Kim also has 3 new escrows.
3 new escrows.
Yeah, so shouts out to her.
All right, busy lady. Congratulations. Closed leases, Kalina, Chloe Kim, Kimberly Park, Matthew Lave, Shafiq, and Sharon Basansky all closed some leases this week too. New listings. Single family, let's see. Drum roll, please. Laura Anderson has it coming soon. That is 8956 David. That's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. Let's try it again. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Square foot is unavailable and price to be determined. But coming in on David, which is in the oh gosh, what area?
Like Pickfair, Joey.
Pickfair. I couldn't get. I'm like Mary. What was her last name? Mary Pickford. Mary Pickford. So yes, Pickford. All right. Also, Caitlin Penna has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, new construction. I'm not sure what the square foot is, but it's in California City. She's there were 6 of them. She has sold 3 of them so far, $355,000 each. Also, Esther Kim has a new well, I'll wait till pocket. Pete Bonacore, 911 North Laurel, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,521 square feet for just under 2.6. Alex, do you want to talk about? Alexandra comes up, so I feel compelled to say it. But Alex, do you want to talk about industrial?
Yeah, sure. So it's in the Toy Factory building. It's the 7th floor, which is the final floor before the roof. So you have great views. It's about 830 square feet. The HOA is $553, and that includes water, which is great. It's a full service building. It has a gym. It has a 24/7 concierge, parking place, a rooftop pool. It also, there's some groovy restaurants right there. Like one is part of the building and then one's right across the street. It's in the Arts District. We did have a really successful open last weekend, and was sort of surprised by the number of people, like over 25 people. And I did get 1 offer. So we're going to counter, if anybody's interested, should throw your hat in the ring today. But we are going to counter. So.
Excellent. Yeah. The Toy Factory was, I think, the first adaptive reuse down there.
Yeah.
And during the downturn that we were just talking about, it got really beat up because on top of the downturn, there was like litigation, right? It's 10-year time. So the values in there were kind of stifled for the longest time.
Yeah.
These same things were, I guess it's 10 years ago now. We're selling in the 4s. So I think it's still a value across the board. I don't think it's seen the growth that it can. So I think that's a good buy. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Next is the Barentine Group. John and Chuck on Brunswick. They have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,090 square feet for $1.749. Where is Brunswick Avenue? Anybody? Help me with that.
It's in Atwater.
It's in Atwater. Well, thank you very much.
Great house, by the way.
Is it a great house?
Yeah, it really is a great house.
Thank you.
I was more than nicely surprised by it.
Excellent.
Great lot, great landscape, tons of room. So
and so
plenty of opportunity also for a pool.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline. Pete Bonacor has Westgate, South Westgate. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, 2,884 square feet for $3,495,000. And leases. Leases coming up. We have Laura Anderson has one on Fairfax, 1812 Fairfax, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,100 square feet for $3,600. Chloe Kim has one on Stanford. It's a 2 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,260 square feet for $6,000. And Linda Roth-Burrell has one coming up on West 6th, and that is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,285 square feet for $2,950. Pocket listings coming soon. All right, now I'll get into this one that was sent to me. Let's see. It's 12227 Tweed Lane. It's a pocket listing, and it is well, what I have is that it's going to be 3.74 on a 12,000 square foot lot, likely a tear down. That's the information I have right now, but reach out to Esther Kim and she will give you more coming soon. Anyone else have any properties that they'd like to share?
Hey, Joey.
Come
Faith
on.
Pennington does. If anybody does business in Rancho Palos Verdes, we have a 1,913 square foot home listed for $1,197,000. It's 2 bedrooms and a den. It does need some work, which is reflected in the price. But there's views galore. And we will be open for brokers open next week. And again, it's 19 Hilltop and Rancho Palos Verdes.
And that is kind of entry level there, right? That's a good way to get in Rancho.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have something too.
Who is that? Christina, yes.
So I have a coming soon, hopefully we'll be able to launch it next week, but in case anyone's looking, it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 900, what's the square footage on that? Shenandoah? 903 square feet. It's a single family house in a corner lot, currently used as like kind of like an assistant living kind of concept to it. But so it's a 2 bedroom, 1 on title, 1 bedroom and 1 bath is unpermitted. But and it's sitting on a like 5,400 lots. No, I'm sorry, 3154 lot size. We're gonna be launching this at $899. So, but it's the address is 2003 Shenandoah. So it's right off of La Cienega and Guthrie, where Cadillac is over there. So it's a great pocket area. We're definitely priced extremely aggressive. So again, $899 is the pricing. The address is 2003 Shenandoah. We'll be having pictures this Thursday. So if you guys have buyers that are looking in that area for an SFR, willing to take on a little bit of work. The house itself is pretty turnkey, but because of the modifications, whoever goes in there is obviously going to want to do some changes to it. So, right, that's it. Oh, and then I have a off-market, brand new construction, 9-unit apartment building off of Lexington and Western. Construction's not finished yet, priced at 6.5. If you've got clients that need to do a 1031 exchange or looking for an income property in a very up and coming neighborhood, please let me know.
Excellent.
Joey, I have one.
Come on, Tiffany.
All right, so we have a new listing that we've just submit on. It's a 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath penthouse unit, like Beverly Hills adjacent, just north of Pico, like between Roxbury Park and what is that, Hillcrest Country Club. So the west side, super pretty place. The HOA dues are $495 per month. It does include earthquake insurance, and we're listed at $1,048,000 underpriced so that we can sell quickly. And it has great views of Century City, the mountains. It's really a
quite a lovely place. And the building only has 8 units, so, and no common walls.
Wow, excellent.
Come on and take a look. We have an open house Saturday, Sunday, 1 to 4, and Tuesday. And we'll go from there.
Excellent. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. Anyone else have any pocket listings coming soon so they'd like to share? Before you move on to wants and needs is the next part of it. What do you guys want? What do you guys need? Fill the bucket. I want to thank Tracy and Lorna for doing such an amazing job at creating the diversity picnic and hosting it. It was really wonderful. Thank you both. This was so lovely.
Joey, I wanted to remind everybody or let everybody know we're going to be having a guest next team meeting. His name is Chase Craig. Joey, do you want to talk a little bit more about him?
Chase Craig is he's $100 million producer in the Boise market. He runs a team. Boise market is exploded over the last 5 years. To do $100 million, it's not the same. It's not the same as here, right? He's doing like probably, I would say 120 deals a year. So he's going to share his listing wisdom and how he stays in contact with his people, and we are very excited to have him speak. It's also going to be an in-office meeting next week, right? Is that correct, or am I losing my mind?
We had it for in person, but then we had another conversation and we said maybe hold off in persons to September. So
no, let's do it in person.
Okay.
He could talk online, but
perfect.
Let's do it in person. Everybody enjoyed it so much last time. Let's give it one more until September, and then September we'll start every week in person again. Okay.
Sounds great.
All right. Yeah. So Chase he's a compelling speaker. You'll be surprised at how tempered he is. He's just a regular guy making the magic happen. He's pretty compelling. You'll like him. So that's next week. He'll come in and he'll probably talk. I'll give him as much time as he will give us, because I think it's of value to everyone. Right? Anyone else? Fill the bucket wants needs.
Yes, this is Gina, Joey.
Hey, Gina, how you doing today?
I wanted to fill the bucket of Joey, Raha, Larchmont, escrow. I have been an agent for a little over 5 years, and I, for the first time, experienced an escrow that fell through. And I know this is not something we usually talk about, because we always talk about closed escrows, new escrows, and all that stuff. But I just wanted to share that happened, but Joey and Raha and Larchmont Escrow and Peter Haven, they were all so very helpful and so supportive of everything that transpired. On the day of closing, the buyer suddenly had a heart attack, and so we were not able to close. But that was such an experience, and I wish we had more lessons about, or classes about, dealing with, say, wholesalers, or dealing with investors, dealing with escrows falling out, and how to get deposits and all that stuff. So thankfully I was able to get the EMD for the seller, and so that happened. So that was like the silver lining in that transaction. But I just wanted to give a big shout out to Joey for being so kind and so readily available.
It was an odd one, and
it was quite an experience.
Work on the pretense that no one was doing anything nefarious. Maybe there was some,
I think so, yeah. I wish that we could still go after a bit more, especially because just like what happened to Open Door, they do have the deceptive advertising.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to also warn people about dealing with wholesalers and investors because they are not very truthful and they are quite
they're a middleman.
yeah.
Right? Is all they are. Yep, agreed. They lost
Thank you.
lost their buyer some money.
Yes, absolutely.
Gina, thank you. Anyone else? All right, guys. I have to slip over onto the mentee meeting. All you mentees, come on over. And I will see you guys next.